hold on to your hats, break out the duct tape, because this might just be the stupidest thing you've heard all week. Go ahead, Maestro, play it.
We appreciate the prayers of the nation.
Thank you, thank you. So what kind of weapons were used to gun down these police officers, and where could someone get them? Joining us now is forensic expert Jennifer Berenger, and she has some more insight on that. Jennifer, you've been here listening to all of this as it has unfolded. What are your thoughts about the weapons that were possibly used in this attack?
Stop.
Well, certainly we'll know.
Okay, what do we know right here? This is while it's going on. It is ongoing. So these two news chicks bring in this chick, and they ask her, what are your thoughts about the weapons that were possibly used in the attack? As in, we have no idea whether there was 1, 2, 10, a half a gunman. We don't know for sure. We have no idea what they used, but let's bring you on as a nationally recognized expert to give us your hypothesis about what may have happened. And remember, she is a forensic expert. I don't know if she was on CSI ever or not, but she's a forensic expert.
They bring on a forensic expert to talk about firearms.
About firearms. Go ahead and play, Jared.
More coming up, but for now, unfortunately, just with laws as they are, and especially being in Texas, there's a lot of hunting that goes on there.
Stop.
These guys could have used.
Unfortunately, the laws as they are, and this was in Texas, and there's a lot of hunting that goes on there. So, forensic expert, she's very sad that, well, the laws as they are. And what are we to infer from that? That they're not strict enough. And this is in Texas, and there's a lot of hunting that goes on there. So because Texas allows hunting, and there are a lot of people, and they don't have strict enough laws, you're going to have things like this. Thank you for your little political anti-gun or gun control thing there. Go ahead, chick.
Rifles, in fact. The big difference between an assault rifle and a hunting rifle is, frankly, the scope.
Stop!
On it. And scope.
Stop! Stop! The forensic expert on Fox News. This isn't like local channel 4, Portland. This is Fox National News Live. The forensic expert chick that they get on says, the difference between a hunting rifle and an assault rifle is the scope that you put on it. Yes, yes. Thank you, Fox News, for clearing that up for the entire world. Now, the difference between a hunting rifle and an assault rifle is the scope that you put on it. Ah, but she's not done. Oh, no. Maestro, please hit play.
To be purchased online. So I know that a lot of your guests have been saying that perhaps this was a very planned attack, but in theory, this could have been done on spur of the moment with a hunting rifle very easily, as long as it was a double-shot weapon.
Stop!
They could.
All right. Did you catch what she said? That's easily a scope that's easily available online. Did you know that you can go online and buy a scope? So what's the next thing we're going to get here? We're going to get background checks for scopes. And did she say as long as it was a double-shot gun? Did the forensic expert that Fox News brought on national television to hypothesize about firearms that may have been used, we don't even know, as long as it was a double-shot gun? But you might be thinking, what is a double-shot gun? Sweetie, tell us what a double-shot gun is.
Easily do it with something that you could purchase at a grocery store.
And
What?
also interesting.
Ah, stop! All right. So, not only are the laws so lax in Texas that there's a lot of hunting that goes on, and that a hunter could have just like spur of the moment gone crazy, and that you can buy scopes online. This could have been done with a gun that you could easily purchase in a grocery store. Yes, I know most of you probably didn't know. And you say, Paul, I know better. Ah, you know better. But that's not who she's talking to. She's talking to your sweet Aunt Sarah. She's talking to your kindly old Uncle Jim. She's talking to the people that you work with and that aren't gun people and are like, well, I was watching Fox News. Did you know that people can just go into grocery stores and buy assault weapons? Yes, according to the expert on Fox News, you can buy assault weapons. Not only can you get the scopes online, because we don't have scope control in America, but you can go into any grocery store. Now, you'd think that the other two chicks that are sitting there, when she said you could buy it at any grocery store, then they'd be like, whoa, put the brakes on, Susie. Did you just say you can buy assault rifles in grocery stores? And that they would call out? No, let's see if they have a reaction.
I did a little bit of research into this and was not aware of it. Perhaps I'm sure other people are. You are. That you can go into these gun shops and you can buy adapters, right? Which can adapt a gun and make it an assault or a semi-assault, or can make it an assault rifle.
That's right. It will certainly allow the rifle to shoot faster, which may have been what they were hearing. Well, for now, we know that there may have even been more than one person involved, more than one shooter, but even if it were just the one, it could have been a hunting rifle that had a good scope on it, that had been modified, as you say, or maybe even not modified.
Stop. So if you're in Texas and you went online and bought a scope, and then you went to the grocery store and got your rifle, you may not know that they have adapters that you can get at these shops that can, did you notice how she stumbled over words, that can make them semi? Make them semi? I've heard the term, making somebody semi or having semi, but not in this context. So you can buy an adapter to turn your hunting rifle into an assault rifle and make it shoot the bullets faster. And you think, okay, we're done here. This is the stupidest thing I'm going to hear today. Oh, we're not done. We're not done.
A lot of echoes, things like that, but he could certainly shoot quickly enough, and from the vantage point that he had above, that could have been done with something that you could purchase almost anywhere at this point.
They were looking at the video
Anywhere.
there as you're speaking, and you can actually see some of the flashes from the gun as he fired. And Jennifer, one of the Twitter videos that someone posted where they
Hang on a second.
became a citizen journalist.
Why in the Farfignugan are we taking pictures of this guy and not shooting him? Does anybody ever think of that? They're like, how is it that, well, because the person had a phone and not a gun. Maybe that's part of the problem. So we've got really good pictures of little Johnny Shabazz, Nation of Islam, Black Lives Matter here. And we're getting pictures of them. There was flashes. You could see the flashes and the shadows. And with a gun that you could, what did she say? You can pretty much just purchase anywhere. I mean, if they're selling them in grocery stores now, what's next? The dollar store, Family General, Family Dollar? All right, go ahead. I think there's more.
Where we heard the pop, pop, pop. It was about the 50 or 60 shots that being described. You're saying that doesn't necessarily mean that was an automatic weapon, or those were automatic weapons.
That's correct. It doesn't necessarily mean that. A lot of times it can seem faster than it actually is, but as long as you have a rifle that has a clip, and it's not a situation where your bullet actually has to be ejected in between, like a single action rifle,
as long as you have a rifle that has a clip and the bullet, the forensic expert. Okay, this isn't just somebody that they like got off the street and is substituting the word cartridge for bullet. If you're a forensic expert and someone hands you an empty shell cartridge, do you call that a bullet? Does she go to court and testify in criminal cases and they hold up a baggie with a spent shell casing and she describes that to the judge and jury as a bullet? Does she describe that as a bullet? Does this forensic expert not know the difference between a cartridge, an empty casing, and the actual projectile that goes downrange? I don't know. Apparently she doesn't. Apparently, if you have a clip, it doesn't eject the bullets between shots. Go ahead, sweetie. Tell me some more.
Rather quickly. Very.
And in terms of the crime scene itself and what investigators would be looking for at this point, clearly they will be looking for gun casings, bullets, all of that type of thing.
Absolutely, and they could easily pull DNA off that in case if you wanted to find out who else was involved. It obviously isn't just the one shooter, so
there might have been semen on it or blood samples
involved.
Mm-hmm. And Jennifer, as far as they were mentioning throughout the night, and one of the suspects had threatened that there might be other explosive devices placed either in that facility that they were shooting from, that parking garage, or throughout the city. What are your thoughts on that as morning breaks?
Okay. We've had a lot of fun with this right now, and holy crap, is that not some of the stupidest stuff you've ever heard in your life? And you may be thinking, some of you out there are really super reasonable, and you're really nice, and you want to be a nice person, and you want to cut them some slack. Don't. Do not cut these people any slack. Shame on you, Fox News. Shame on you. All of this is nonsense. It was all hypothesis. It was all oxygen thievery. Nothing that they said made a bit of difference. You were not provided with anything but a bunch of ridiculous propaganda talking points. They had no idea what the actual firearm involved was. They had no idea how many people were involved. All they did was made up a bunch of talking. Well, you know, if it shoots really fast and you get it from the grocery store, what the farfignugan? What is the point of this whole entire national news story? To make ignorant people scared. That's it. The only thing that could possibly happen from this, other than you and I having a really good time poking fun at people that are not experts and should not be on television talking about, a forensic expert, that gun casings. I have a gun casing. It's black and it has padding in it, and I put my rifle in it. That's my gun casing. But apparently gun casings fly out from the semi-gun that we have, as long as it's a double shot. The only thing that's going to come from this is your ignorant family members, and ignorant means lack of information, doesn't mean stupid. Your ignorant coworkers and the soft-minded mush brains of America are going to come away thinking what? That in America you can buy high-powered scopes because, as we know, the difference between a hunting rifle and an assault rifle is the scope that you put on it. We know that you can get assault rifles in grocery stores now, or, what did she say, almost anywhere in America. And that you can even buy the scopes and the adapters to turn your hunting rifle into an assault rifle, as long as it has a clip, anywhere, at any gun shop. This is a 100% shame on Fox News. This is 100% bullcrap, and what this did, besides us having a lot of fun, was this just provided the mush brains, it scared them a little bit more. That's it. All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed it. We enjoyed it. Jared said, Dad, we cannot not address this. It has to be addressed. There you have it. Make sure that you join us on studentofthegun.com for all the cool stuff we do. We have a radio program, we have a television program, and we're actually using our, what are we using to watch this, Jared?
Apple TV.
We're using our Apple TV adapter. And you're going to be able to watch Student of the Gun television on Apple TV as of Friday morning, and you can already watch it using your Roku or your Amazon Fire. So there you go. Have a great day. Loves and kisses. What do we do at the dating game? Mwah!
Yeah. If you guys are on Facebook, click the live notifications when we finish.